Hey, I had a dollar and a dream. Then I went and spent it on the #1 meme. Teddy bear, post chain, big games. Ever since I bought the bill, ain't nothing been the same. I done told them boys, DJs run the chain. $250 million, $500 million. We gon' make it there, we gon' take it there. She heard I got the bell, she gon' shake it, yeah, yeah. We at 60 mil, we ain't stopping hell. We ain't topping hell, we wise popping hell. We wise hot in hell, oh he ain't got no bell. He's a Moxie, DJs run the chain, take a box seat. DJs run the chain, DJs run the chain, DJs run the chain, yeah we run the chain.
The information contained in this YouTube video and the resources available in the links below is not intended as and shall not be understood or construed as financial advice. We are not attorneys, accountants, or financial advisors, nor are we holding ourselves out to be, and the information contained is not a substitute for financial advice from a professional who is aware of the facts and circumstances of your individual situation. We have done our best to ensure that the information provided on this channel and the resources available are accurate and provide valuable information. Regardless of anything to the contrary, nothing available on or through the show should be understood as a recommendation that you should not consult with a financial professional to address your particular information. In short, only blame yourself if you lose money. Thank you.
Yo, stand up, we gon' make some moves tonight. Yeah, stand up, got something to prove tonight. So stand up, we ain't gonna plan tonight. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. We ain't gonna stall, never stop. We gon' make it all to the top. We ain't gonna plan tonight. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. It's time to stand up, take control tonight. Spend too much time on the plan, it's right. It's time to execute now on your dream in life. Gotta fail fast, learn, try again and fight, alright. Pull the trigger, 6, 7 figures. Making that money from the drive that's in ya. Gold digger, making money quicker. Pain is good, make your skin a little thicker. It ain't luck, anyone that's at the top, no it ain't luck. It's a grind, it's a time since the day one. It's your mind deep inside, how you stay tough, how you get back up. You put the work in and it comes back. Multiply, stack, execute and you can take that. What you want bad, it's the truth, I'm the change that you can make fact. Yeah, I've done it, it ain't luck, I can teach you. Stand up, we gon' make some moves tonight. Yeah, stand up, got something to prove tonight. So stand up, we ain't gonna plan tonight. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. We ain't gonna stall, never stop. We gon' make it all to the top. We ain't gonna plan tonight. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. You could get it all in some time. Make your dreams come to life. We ain't thinking small, thinking light. We just want it all in our sights. Move quicker, see the big picture. You could be selfish or you could be a giver. Go wizard, problem solve fixer. We ain't giving up till it's all delivered, Don't stop at the top, we gon' make it alright. No loss, just hard working and some long nights. Get lost, we dive deeper, disciplined life. The cost is sweat, time, yeah, worthy price. I don't care what they all say, no way. Negativity, any hate, I got no space. We gon' put our hands up to the sky. Appreciate our lives and we fight till we die. Yo, stand up, we gon' make some moves tonight. Yeah, stand up, got something to prove tonight. So stand up, we ain't gonna plan tonight. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. We ain't gonna stall, never stop. We gon' make it all to the top. We ain't gonna plan tonight. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright. We gonna take action on our dreams and fight, alright.
What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy. You're undisputed heavyweight altcoin champion of the world. Back at it again with another special live stream. This time I'm not giving alpha on Bitcoin. This time I'm not giving alpha on Ethereum. This time I'm not giving alpha on Pulse Chain. Your boy Moon King B Roots is giving alpha on Solana. And there is one specific play, and it seems to be that the trenches are absolutely sleeping on. Yeah, I understand. I understand the market's down a little bit. People are a little scared. But Moon King's been in this space since 2013. And I know that it is not the bull markets that will make you rich. It's not the bull market that made me rich. It was the bear market that made me rich. And it is the bear market that's going to make you rich. So you need to be checking out, looking out. When you're in the trenches, and I'm talking about we are deep in the trenches. When you're in the trenches, you need to look out for those coins that nobody else is talking about. But for some reason, a coin that everybody should be talking about isn't talking about. And that gives me, I get so bullish when I hear about this. Because this was introduced to me, and I was 1,000% said, without a shadow of a doubt, I said, I'm in. Is it legit? I verified that it was legit, and I said, I'm in. So I've been following these guys probably since 2022, 2021 briefly. That was before I actually hit with Shiba Inu. Everyone knows my story with Shiba Inu. But I was actually looking at undervalued companies that had not hit the stock exchange yet. And it's funny because BOXABL was one of them. So it's funny how things turn around and all of a sudden, who would have known, we have Galliano, CEO of BOXABL, live on the Moon King's channel today. What is going on, man?
What's up, buddy? Moon King, I love the name.
Yes, Moon King B Roots. It's a long story, but in short, I don't know if you know my story, but my story was I like to look for coins that no one else is talking about. And Shiba Inu, before it even became popular, there was only 200 people in the Telegram, and its marketing was the Dogecoin killer. And I said, I'm in. I'm in for sure. So that's my story. During times like this is when I hit the biggest. So that's why when someone presented me BOXABL, at first I thought it was fake. I'm not gonna lie. Like originally I was like, nah, not happening. Nah, I don't believe that. Find it, and it was on your Twitter, your X. It was on the account's X. My question to you, before we get started on what BOXABL is it legit?
So I made this coin, purely for entertainment and to attract attention. Buying the coin is not an investment in the company. Obviously, people should know that, but I just wanted to mention it. This is purely just a meme coin for fun. I tried to launch it in the fairest way possible. Personally, I'm not going to be making any money off this thing. I've been locking up coins every chance I get and trying to spend the creator rewards to buy more coins and help get everything set up. So I'm just in it for fun and to spread the word on BOXABL.
1,000%. For those who don't know, let's go back to the beginning, because a lot of people probably don't even know what BOXABL is. I heard it about 4 years ago. I lie to you not. This is not a lie when I say this. I've had my house for 10 years. In 2021, where everything crashed, I was actually looking. I'm out here in Dallas, and I was looking at a lake lot. which was about 45 minutes outside Dallas, one of the biggest lakes in Texas. And I missed out on the opportunity to buy that lot. It was an acre of lot for $40,000. And I 100% could have afforded it back at that time. This was before the Shiba Inu. I could have afforded it back then. But my only thing was building a house on it. I was like, there's no way I could afford to build another house because I still had a mortgage at that time. So after looking at the research, I did too much research to the point where all the lots in that lake just got disappeared, because I'm the type of guy that really wants to do the research first before I actually commit to something. And that didn't work out in my favor. A developer came out and bought up all the lots. But the one thing I saw was to be able to buy a cheap house on the lake house that my wife and I only had one kid at the time. Now I got two kids, but one kid could go into and spend the weekend at. And I did not have to pay that much money. And I came across BOXABL. So that's the first time I heard you guys.
Well, you know, building houses is a slow, expensive process with a lot of government red tape, and the best mission of BOXABL is to mass produce these things in a factory, build all different types of houses, bring the cost down through mass production. Most factories build things really quickly, like a Tesla factory puts out one car every minute. We want to put out one house every minute. We think it's totally possible, but it's all about scale. So we got to go really big to make that happen. Really big scaled mass production. You know, if anyone checks out like a Ford or a Tesla factory on YouTube, you see all this automation and robotics. That's what we're trying to get to with BOXABL.
So let's start from the beginning. How it started, where, you know, how did it come about? Like, how do you guys get to this point? Because you guys are about to, if I understand, you guys are about to go public officially. Just from beginning to where you're at now, could you tell the story of how it all started? And
yeah, it was me and my dad back in 2017. He had the idea to actually fold the house up after it was built in the factory so it could ship cost effectively down the road instead of being a wide load. And I said, hey, you want to run with this and try and make it into a company? Made a website, started promoting it. Eventually we got invited to build a prototype, bring it to the builder show in Las Vegas, made that commitment, pulled it off, brought the first prototype. Things kept growing from there. Then we ended up getting a military contract with the Department of Defense. At that time, we had no factory. We had 3 prototypes that I had built kind of by hand, and we leveraged that to get into actual factory warehouse building, you know, bought equipment and hired people and started production. And we built 156 houses that ended up on a military base in Guantanamo Bay, Cuba.
Wow. So yeah. What was it like before? Like, what were you doing beforehand? Like, were you just...
Before that, I had a marijuana operation in California, which was totally nuts. And then before that, I had a Bitcoin exchange business. I also got into Bitcoin at around 2013 and did really well with that. So I've been in it for a while, but really just strictly Bitcoin. Never really messed around with anything else.
Were you, did you forget about, like I did? Because that was my first purchase, was $300. And I accumulated not a good amount, but enough for that age. I was in my 20s at that time, so I couldn't afford a lot. But did you forget about, like I did, till 2017, or were you still?
No, I didn't forget at all. I had the whole time. I tried to hold on to as much as I could. Sold off a little bit here and there to fund other projects, but just was a big believer in it the whole time. So, you know, always try to buy more, always try to hold on to as much as I can.
Yeah, my story was a little different. I just got on the speculation side. So I was like, what the hell? Why not? You know, I didn't understand it at all. I kind of knew of what it is and what it does, but you know, with the stuff that I know now, I definitely didn't know at that time. So if I knew what I knew now, I would have been, you know, just working for it. But hindsight's 20/20 for everybody. You know, most people that are watching on this channel, we got now 850 people. We're on the low end. They'll probably creep up by the time we're done. But on the side of BOXABL, so you started creating this idea. Was it more like, you know, for those who don't officially know, I mean, I think of the sound when I hear that. I think of like a trailer park.
Oh yeah. So what we're building is meets regular residential building code. So they're not trailer homes. Trailer homes are like HUD code homes. Ours are regular, like, so the house you live in now, our house is built to the same code as that. So, it's just meant to replace traditional housing, meant to speed up the process, meant to simplify things for the builder developer so they can skip steps and they can get it done faster at a lower cost.
And then what's the difference between a boxable and a tiny home?
So our first product is a small house. It's about 360 square feet. The idea there was to target backyard like cottages, which are really popular in California and other places. That was just our foot in the door, and now we're rolling out other types of like multi-bedroom units, apartments, townhouses. So we're just working our way up, working our way through all the engineering design to get into building basically most types of different buildings.
Okay. Are you able to tell us like what's the next?
Oh yeah. You can go on our YouTube and you can check out some of the new products we have. A whole bunch of stuff. Basically, it's a system of rooms, like system of boxes that connects and stacks together on site. So most of your plumbing, electric, floors, walls, windows, that's all done for the builder. So it cuts out a tremendous amount of work for them, and then they're able to quickly get in there and get it assembled together, get it finished off, and get the customer the keys. So
as far as if you guys have not heard, there is a little, I don't even call it a wager, just to make things fun. If BOXABL gets to $50 million market cap, I'm going to film a documentary of the backyard, of putting one in the backyard. We got enough space for one for sure. We got over an acreage and we got a lot of land past my pool, and the in-laws get to stay in there instead of staying in the house. We do have a house, but sometimes it's just like, get out of here, So I had a question on that. Obviously, there's plumbing done with the pool. How, who does the actual plumbing part of it? Because you put the house, I can understand you taking down my fence to get everything back there. You build it up, you put it where it wants to be, where it looks the best. And then, if I want to take a shit or something, like. Oh, yeah. So we got, kitchen, bathroom, shower is all done in the unit. But then that just has to go and connect to the main sewer, water, electric connection. So we basically hook you up with a local contractor who actually does the installation and connects all that. But as far as what's in the house, all that stuff is already done. Okay. So if I want to buy, if I wanted to buy one, you've got a $20,000 price point and a $50,000 price point, correct? Yeah, we've got a few different products, but the really the one that's live right now is the casita. So it's $60,000 for the casita, and then you got to pay to get it installed. And then if you get a mortgage on that, it comes out to like probably under $1,000 a month, which in most places, you can make money renting that out. Correct. And then how much on average does it usually cost to actually like do the install and the plumbing? It depends. It can be like another 20 to 60. Like if you're in San Francisco, if the permit fees are high, or if you're in West Virginia and local labor. So there's a component of it that we can't do in the factory, and that's the install. Unfortunately, I wish we could. But we get most of the stuff done that takes a lot of time. So these installs can happen in like less than a week, and it's good to go. Okay. Man, dude, that would have been a $100,000 lake house, man. I look at it now, those lots are selling for like $300K. So that really hurts, because I'm like, golly, I can't do it now. So I'm just like, no. It hurts to do it now because you're just like, I could have paid $40 for it, but now I'm paying $260,000 extra for it. That's a tough pill for me. Oh, those lots you wanted went up that much? Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm in Dallas, and everything just skyrocketed. Like skyrocketed everywhere. Where I live out in the boonies. But I would be able to, when I bought my lot, it was $30,000. It's over an acre, and now everything surrounding me, the little that's still available, is $350,000 for those acres. So that's just a matter of, I bought my house 9 years ago. So the price of my house has doubled. I would be able to get well over $1 million for that house easily within a week. But prices just skyrocketed like crazy. So it's tough for the average person to get a house. Even the land is expensive, but if you can get something like that, if it's just a single person, if I was on my own, like easily could have lived in something like a BOXABL, like all day.
Oh, me too, but I got 4 kids, so need more space.
Well, speaking of people living alone, I'm going to get a little speculative here. Elon Musk. Do you know him personally?
Love that guy. Love that guy. Can't really comment too much.
Do you have him on speed dial?
No, I don't think anyone does. He's kind of calling the shots. But, he did famously buy our first ever house that we sold. That's on public record. I can discuss that. And then we recently did sign a purchase order with Tesla. That's in the public domain, so I can mention that as well. Can't go into detail on any of it, but we do have some action going on with them, which is pretty cool.
Nice. So are you able to talk about how that even came up? Like, is that something you guys are constantly reaching?
We've been on their radar for a while, so occasionally we hear from different parts of their company asking, can you help with this? Can you help with that? And this was just a project that made sense. So we were able to pull it off and get that purchase order signed and filed with the SEC.
So do you have any plans going the route that Tesla went, as far as like, not necessarily data and how you do with cars and stuff like that, but the kind of like automation and stuff like that within the house? Like, is that something you guys plan on going towards?
Yeah, that'll be a big part of the play in the future. Is we want to control all the home automation stuff, because we have the house, so we can put everything in there into one big system that all works together. It's kind of coordinated. So that's definitely on in the pipeline for the future.
So Elon is going to have a play in this.
Well, we definitely haven't complained about the attention that his involvement has brought to the project. So we're very grateful for that.
Yeah. So, do you guys, you said earlier that, Tesla is doing, one per hour, you said it was?
Well, no, most of the automobile manufacturers output 1 car per minute.
Per minute?
Yeah, per minute. It's crazy. Check it out. Like if you go and look at, there's a cool video on Ford F-150, 53 seconds. And it shows that they literally put a car out every 53 seconds. So that's what we want to do with housing. We think it's totally possible. We think houses are actually easier to build than cars.
Mm-hmm.
So, if we do that, we think that that's going to lead to the lowest cost.
So what do you do? So I'm gonna be a little skeptical here, if you don't mind. What happens for those people that are, obviously the affordability of housing would come down if you did that. Obviously the amount of people having kids are going down, so that benefits your style of development. Where do we put these houses now? That's the next question, is like, in these major cities, it's like I look around and I'm like, where's the land to put it at? Like, how do you go about like pitching?
Yeah, I mean, that's one part of the issue. Land can get expensive, but there's also a lot of artificial restrictions on that. For example, if you look at Las Vegas, it's this little, kind of tiny little city surrounded by land, but all that land is owned by the federal government, so no one can build on it. So a lot of the land constraints are actually, not real. They're just kind of self-imposed by the government. And we'll find space. That's why the backyard thing is cool, because all of a sudden they've opened up all this land in the backyards. So now you see 20% of new construction in California is actually backyard ADUs.
Yeah, I guess it does. It's just it's an addition that you don't have to mess with your own house. And usually pool houses are expensive to build, like extremely expensive to build. Because I've looked into this stuff. I'm actually looking at doing a lateral move to Tennessee. I would be willing to bet what I saw the main times I visited Nashville. Do you guys have a big? Because I've noticed in Nashville, the city of Nashville, they have the houses and then they have rental houses behind them. A ton of people do that in Nashville. Like, do you guys get a lot of your business from there at all?
No, I haven't heard too much out of that area. Mainly, we've been in California so far, done some projects in Utah. Where else? Kind of like scattered all around the country. For us, the big thing is the regulations. So we got to get approval in each state before we go into it.
Which
so that's
state
are
you approved?
New Mexico, Utah, California. We can sell in Vermont, Connecticut. It's about 14 or 15 states that we can sell in at the moment, and we're working on knocking down the rest.
Texas.
Texas. We believe we're in the final stages of the approval there. They really slowed us down for some reason and dragged it out, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how much longer it takes to get it approved.
They're very strict. They're all about their mini mansions here. So it's like, you're cutting costs down. They're going to.
Yeah, there's a lot of different reasons why it's hard to get the approvals. A lot of like special interest going on. They don't want money leaving the state. They view it as a threat. They think they're going to lose certain jobs because we're going to be doing those jobs in the factory. So there's a lot of reasons people push back on a disruptive potential product. It's the same thing with like Uber, for example. They had to fight with all these taxi medallion companies that had the kind of crony capitalism thing going on, where the government legalized only for a few companies to do these taxi things, so they had a monopoly on it. So it's a complicated issue, but we'll fight through it, and we have our own niches where we can do business in and grow the thing.
Nice. Now we got I told you it's going to grow. We got 1,265 people in here live.
Hell yeah!
So I know they want to speculate a little bit. Just let you guys know from this on. We talked about the company. We're going to talk about crypto. It is very speculative. None of it is financial advice. Matter of fact, let me play this real fast just to make it official for you.
The information contained in this YouTube video and resources available in the links below is not intended as and shall not be understood or construed as financial advice. We are not attorneys, accountants, or financial advisors, nor are we holding ourselves out to be, and the information contained is not a substitute for financial advice from a professional who is aware of the facts and circumstances of your individual situation. We have done our best to ensure that the information provided on this channel and the resources available are accurate and provide valuable information. Regardless of anything to the contrary, nothing available on or through the show should be understood as a recommendation that you should not consult with a financial professional to address your particular information. In short, only blame yourself if you lose money. Thank you.
All right, it's official. So anything from out there is please.
Yeah, and like I said, buying the meme coin I made is not investing in the company. Yeah. And everyone who gets into meme coins is fully aware that it's a big game, because it's not an easy thing to do. It's not like you can just accidentally buy these things. Like it's hard getting the wallet set up, getting the Solana. So everyone knows what they're in for. As far as the way I launched this coin, I did it in the fairest way I could. Didn't, secretly buy up any supply, not trying to make money off of it, spending the creator awards to promote the company. And I think that, hopefully it keeps creeping up. We had a bunch of people get in early, buy a bunch of the supply, and then kind of knock us down a little bit. So hopefully those guys will all get exited, and then we'll see the new people come in and see how it goes.
Yeah, the sniper bots. The sniper bots come in. People just got on everything. On every launch, it's a problem. The difference between real holders and sniper bots is sooner or later they get bored of holding, and their initial reason is to make money and keep it moving. So those guys will get out. I like the chart for what it is. It's very, we'll bring that up here. It's very, it's an accumulation phase. It's an obvious accumulation. So once again, this is not financial advice, what I'm about to say, but let's bring that here. Bam. Let's bring this up here. Boom, boom. Look, I already got the lines here because this is what I've seen. It's a very simple accumulation phase. Once again, not financial advice, between 1.2 and 2.6. Usually when things does this, the longer it accumulates, the bigger the pop. Now the pop can be to the downside and the pop could be to the upside. So I'm not going to tell you which way it's going to pop. But you know, if you're in the trenches, you fight for the pop to the upside. So, hold on a second. Somebody wants to make sure. Please post a contract for BOXABL. That's in crypto. Okay, nice. I will put that in the chat right now if you are on the YouTube side of things. There you go. And then I will also put it in this. If you're on my Twitter, I'm about to comment under the video right now. All right. So yeah, it came out. I got into it pretty late. I ain't gonna lie. I've been told about a $1 million market cap, so I might be up like 30% on my investment.
Cool.
It's one of those things where, you know, I think what you're seeing right here in this chart is a safe. Let me rephrase that. Safe for crypto hold. Safe for crypto hold because of the reality of the situation. What we like to call it is a real world asset. However, the real world asset, the true real world asset, people are going to be like, well, what are you going to do for BOXABL? Are you going to attach it to the house or somewhere? Are you going to attach it? Are we going to get an airdrop? Are we going to get it? He's saying there is nothing out there right now. It's a pure meme coin.
It's got to be that way because there's a lot on the line as far as legal jeopardy and following the rules. So we can't do anything crazy. I'll look into it in the future and see what's possible, but just pure meme coin as it stands for now.
Correct. So don't go in. If you're going in with that speculation, just know that it's pure speculation. I feel like, and you don't even have to respond on this, I feel like Elon had to take a back seat because of his DJing. Like, I was like, man, he went from DJing to not talking at all about crypto. So like, someone must have said something.
Yeah, he had a lot of funny comments back in the day.
To be honest with you, I got a special place in my heart for Elon because that's the only reason Shiba Inu went up is he posted his Shiba Inu. And then, you know, Shiba Inu went up instead of Dogecoin, and all the trenches, all the degens went right after it, and it just went crazy. So, you know, then he said he'll name his Shiba Inu Floki, and Floki went crazy. So Elon will always have a place in crypto for sure because he made a lot of people a lot of money, and I wouldn't be at where I am at today if it wasn't for him. So
everything he touches seems to go crazy. So.
Right now, so there was my next car had to be a Tesla. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna give him props. The reason why I have this money is because of him. I am willing to admit it. Yes, I made the narrative. I made the call. I bought before he even said anything. However, I think it's his tweet is what sent it to where it's at. So there you go, vets in crypto. Thank you for what you do. And you have the contract for BOXABL. So I'm just going to go through some questions here, see if people have any questions. Please list your questions. Once again, do not try to attach it to the company BOXABL. We're not going to answer any of those stupid questions. So don't go there. Just please make it a legit question.
Don't get me in trouble.
Yes. We're not trying to make our chart go because of some legal situation. You gotta do what's best for the coin. Here we go. So what made you decide to bring a meme coin on chain? Wouldn't your time be better spent running BOXABL? Or is it the company and the meme connected somehow?
I'm working 24/7, and this coin doesn't take a lot of time. It's just kind of a little bit of entertainment on the side. But my thought was that it would just bring a new audience to the company. So maybe crypto people would find out about this coin and they'd say, "What is Boxable?" And they'd learn more about the company, and that would help the company. So that's the main goal here, was to promote Boxable, the company. Yeah.
He answered already in the previous interview. Well, guys, it's a new company. Come
What
on.
interview do I do?
No.
I do a lot of interviews.
All right. Can you guys talk more about the token? He really wants to know about the token.
Yeah, so I launched it on Pump Fund. I bought some of the initial supply just with my one wallet, and then didn't expect to get any interest on it. And then people started buying it. And I said, all right, maybe we should announce that I'm the guy that actually made this thing, and did that. Got more and more interest, and since then I've been buying more and more of it, and also locking more and more of it. So keep doing different stuff like that to try and get more interest to it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be up front, especially when it comes to Solana. There are very few. When I say very few, I'm not lying when I say probably less than 10 out of the last 10 million coins that were launched on Solana this year. At least 10 million coins were launched on Solana. I would be willing to say that at least 10 or less devs are willing to buy, take the fees, buy it back, and continue doing it with a serious, first off, willing to show your face and do it, and doing it on a serious note. That's not the norm in Solana. That's the reason why I'm like, you know what, I'll give it more of a shot. I've never held a Solana coin this long. And I lie to you not, because everybody just, what we call cheating here, everyone just cheats the victim and they just leave. And then they move to the next one. I don't think there are many coins on Solana that only reached a $2 million market cap, $3 million market cap. We'll give it a $3 million market cap, and then chills between 3 million and 1 million this long. So this is not the norm. So that's why you get the FUD of, oh, he's just doing this and he's just doing that, and you got the supporters saying every time I see a market like that where people are fighting on one or the other, it ends up, the longer the dev stays, it ends up doing very well, because that creates a market and speculation in itself. So even if this held this range for a year, whenever it's time to go, in my opinion, it goes, because the market will see that this thing has just been holding itself. And
yeah, we're not going anywhere. We'll be in the news. We'll be around. We'll keep having interest come along. I think I've already lost a lot of money in this coin. Just trying to get it set up. My own personal money. So you're welcome to the guys that are making money on it.
Well, welcome to crypto, man. that is crypto. But like I said, it's one of those things, like, if you stick around, I do think that it's going to be absolutely, it has a chance to be massive, because you don't see this in Solana a lot. You just don't.
Yeah, I'll be here. I'll be in the Telegram. I'll be trying to help out, do what I can, and we'll see how it goes.
This guy has a question. In 5 years, how many guys have a Boxable? So how many people have a Boxable? How many units have you sold in 5 years?
Hundreds. The exact numbers on the SEC filing, but we've sold hundreds. Wish we could have done more, but it's not easy to do what we're trying to do. So we'll just keep grinding away.
So right now you are able to explain this to me, because I'm not a traditional guy as much. I'm in the crypto generation. I know, I do understand the traditional market. But when people want to go deep into this, you can invest in BOXABL just through a different ticker. Yes.
Yeah, I can't really comment too much on the BOXABL investing side. I kind of have to be quiet about it until the going public process, if and when it gets completed. But people can check out on our website to learn more about that, and they can look at the official press releases. But I don't want to say anything I'm not supposed to.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. But all the info is out there on the web if people want to go to the website and look at the press releases.
And there's no time frame on these type of things. It's just
it's all kind of unknown because the ball's in the court of the SEC. So we'll see how long it takes them to approve it.
Does these processes take? Like I said, I won't go too deep on it. It's a genuine question. Do these processes, when they do these type of things, do they usually take a long time, or is it one of those?
It's really the process to going public. It's very unknown process, but I think because we have a company that's being an SEC filer, we're not going from totally private to public. We've been filing with the SEC already. That they're familiar with us. We've had audited financials. We've done comment letters with them before. I have high hopes that it won't, take too long, but we'll see.
Nice. All right, I guess you guys don't have any other questions. That's all I have.
Cool. Well, thank you.
Those things. It's we're definitely appreciative of you coming into this small little niche of a space called crypto. Trying to bridge the traditional world with the crypto world. We all know it's the future, whether you want to fight it or not. It is the future.
Yeah.
We're no different than you guys trying to get in a, you're these small guys trying to get into the big picture, and the big boys fight you. We're in the same spot, same position. They did it with Tesla, and they lost that battle. So, every single type of old tech will get disrupted, whether it's from computers, whether it's from money, whether it's from banks, whether it's housing, whether it's cars. The Generation X is coming for you. We're coming for you. It's our turn. It's like, just hand it down.
The world will keep changing,
man. And then we're going to hand it down to our kids. The difference between like our fathers and parents' generation, they don't want to get rid of it, man. They don't want to leave. So therefore, they try to let us, we're the fighting generation. We're the ones that got to prove ourselves. That's what we're kind of known for. If you're anywhere from 30, let's just say to 45, you literally had to fight, kneel, scrawl to get the position that you have right now, because it was not handed to us at all. And everything from Facebook to Instagram to Twitter to BOXABL to Tesla to AI, we're taking over, slowly taking over. And I think it's our time. So I respect little companies like you guys, and definitely coming and showing us love in the crypto space, because we're doing the same thing, and I think we're experiencing it right now. You might not feel it, you might not know it, but the banks are in, and they're going to fight us. So you got to have the balls to hold, because they're going to try to bring this market down before they allow it to go up. They did it with silver and gold. Look at silver. They can only do it so long in silver, and now silver is skyrocketing right now. So that's proof that, hey, it might take a couple of years. In silver's case, hell, it took 15 years, 20 years, and finally the breakout's happening and everyone's cheering.
Yep.
Stick with it. Stick with your guns. Stick with your mentality, and you will win. You have anything else?
All good, man. Thank you for your time. Thank you for having me on here. I appreciate that.
Yeah, we got 1,750 people watching. Nice. If you guys want to get on Galliano's Twitter, give him a follow. If you're following me and not following him, you're doing everything. You're not doing it right. So give the man a follow. Give his page a follow. Keep up with him, because you never know when you need a full house. You never know when you'll need a house. You never know. So this is your connection. This is your time, right here, right now. Who knows? He might give us a coupon code or something. I was playing. But I appreciate you having on. If you guys haven't already checked, if you're on Solana, check out BOXABL. It's a $1.3 million market cap. We've seen coins go to 50, 100 billions of dollar market caps on Solana. I'm holding. So I just want to let you guys know that I'm still in. I'm holding. I'm not selling too early. Not at this level. So I appreciate you for coming on, and we're going to be out of here, guys. Later.
Thanks, buddy. Have a good day.
Later.
So for those of you who want to make that change, you need some crypto to help you to make that green.